community needs you. Small businesses and other local organizations that make your community unique are under stress from the outside. Owners and managers of these organizations are your friends and neighbors. Their kids go to school with your kids. More of the money you spend there stays in your community, allowing it to better afford nice things like streets and schools and parks and everything that makes it a great place to live. If you are a community booster, and you should be, one of the best things you can do for local organizations is to endorse them on Pin Boulevard. Similar to a Facebook like, an endorsement shows your support for the organization, but more than that, it does so publicly and under your own name. To friends and strangers, you are recommending it as a place to purchase goods and services, as an organization to donate to, work for, or volunteer for. Best of all, this is free to everyone. There are many ways to support local business on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are perhaps the big three. You can use any of them to be a community booster. Like the pages of your favorite local organizations and follow their accounts. But one of the best things you can do for them is interact with their posts. Make comments, respond, retweet, share, post to their spaces yourself, and use their hashtags in your posts about their organization. For each organization, the initial connection to Pin Boulevard is an endorsement. We don't know the great local organizations in your community, but you do. Pin Boulevard publicizes endorsed organizations to its network of well-connected Facebook and Twitter spaces, as well as on search engines such as Google and Bing. In addition, if you own it, or manage it, or work for it, endorse it. We assume that you recommend your own business or organization to the residents of the community. Be proud of it in public. Suggest to customers that they go to pinboulevard.com and do so as well. What's required of the organization? It needs to be local or regional, and it needs to have a decent Facebook page. Social media has benefits for local businesses that large corporations can't touch, no matter how much money they have. But community organizations have to take advantage of them. You can help. Will this make you more visible on Google? That's kind of the point. Real people endorsing real organizations build an accurate reflection of real communities online. And that's what we want. Building community is not a bad thing to be caught doing. And if you're like me, it'll help move some of the questionable things down in search results. Are you a community booster, willing to publicly endorse those organizations that make your community strong, unique, and interesting? Then let's get started. You can endorse local organizations on any Pin Boulevard community website or interest website. An endorsement on one is reflected on all of them. But in the interest of simplicity, let's use the Pin Boulevard website itself. Endorsing an organization is actually pretty easy. On the Pin Boulevard website or one of its community sites, just click local, endorse a local organization. It brings up a search screen. I'm going to endorse a local brewery called Escape. It's local to me here in Redland. So let's click go. Now you'll see that a number of organization possibilities comes up in the list. A lot of these are duplicate Facebook pages. For some reason, Facebook there's a lot of duplicate pages for an organization, and unless you're the owner of the organization, it doesn't pertain too much. If you are the owner of the organization, we will have a video on how to merge these together ready for you in the next few weeks. So you also see two organizations here. One is a PIN organization, and the other is a Facebook page. If I click here, I can actually see the Facebook page. So the PIN organization is because someone has already endorsed this organization. You can actually select either one, but there will always be a Facebook page, so I will select that. Now it displays some graphics to you just to make sure that you have the correct organization. And I go ahead and endorse this organization. It's not going to let me endorse because it doesn't know who I am. And endorsing under your own name is part of the
part of the reason we do this. So you can, at this point, if you don't have an account on Pin Boulevard, you can create one. In the interest of time, I'm going to log in as one of my test accounts. And now I'm logged in. If I do own this organization, click here and it'll verify that I'm an administrator of that Facebook page, and then give me access to being able to administrate the organization's account on Pin Boulevard. I'm not an owner, so I'm not going to click that. And so I just click endorse. And I'm done. Now I can endorse another one. There's a new restaurant in town called That Island Caribbean Cuisine. And I'm going to go ahead and endorse that as well. So once again, there's a number of Facebook pages for this organization, and it's not a big problem for the organization, but sometimes customers will end up on those pages instead of the one that the organization works real hard to make look nice. So it's a good idea to merge them. I'll go ahead and select this. I'm already logged in, so it's going to just let me endorse the organization. Now, once I'm logged in, you'll see that the organizations that I've endorsed are going to end up in this list over here. The ones that I actually manage, that I'm an administrator to, will be up here, and the ones I've endorsed will be down here. And you can actually go to those links and unendorse someone if they've earned an unendorsement from you. Endorse all the organizations in your community that you think deserve it. But you're not limited to your community. You can endorse any local organization in the United States that you know of, in places you visit, in places you used to live, in the place you work.
There are many ways that endorsing organizations will benefit you. It'll give you more good visibility, and you'll have an excuse to get to know local business owners and managers. This can be beneficial if your career involves the community at all. In the end, the best reason to endorse local organizations is because helping your community is the right thing to do.